Lesson 4.3 Homework Help. There's nothing in our notes that refer to a couple types of questions in the homework. Specifically, the ones with parentheses. So I'm going to do two examples. The first one, when you have a set of parentheses, and the key to this is observing that you have a plus between the two parentheses, then you can write this whole thing without parentheses and nothing is affected. So again, when you have two sets of parentheses like this, if you're being asked to add them, then you can drop the parentheses and go about your business. So we would look at our like terms. We would see that our highest term is degree 5, so we would say negative 14 x to the 5th. We have, and that would move that down, we have 13x to the 4th and 1x to the 4th, so that is a 14x to the 4th. That takes care of those two. And then we have 12 and negative 6, which gives us a positive 6. So not too much there to worry about. However, when you deal with parentheses that are combined by a subtraction problem, now we have something more to consider. Our first set of parentheses is fine. V to the 4th minus 4v to the 3rd. But this is a negative 1. So to get rid of the parentheses, we must distribute that negative 1 by multiplying everything on the inside by a negative 1. The good news is, when you multiply everything by a negative 1, all that changes is the sign of the term. So 8v to the 3rd is positive, but when you distribute the negative, it becomes a negative 8v to the 3rd. You have a negative 7v to the 4th, but when you multiply by a negative 1, it becomes a positive 7v to the 4th. So that's the one consideration you must remember, one piece. Once that's done, it's back to normal, and you say, are there any like terms? In this case, we have v to the 4th, 7v to the 4th, which gives us 8v to the 4th. That takes care of those two. We have negative 4v to the 3rd and negative 8v to the 3rd, so negative 12v to the 3rd. So something to consider when we're dealing with parentheses and what operation is being done in between them. So all of these have subtraction. So in closing, just remember that this will have to be distributed, which would give you a negative 3x and a plus 2x squared. This would have to be distributed. This would have to be distributed to 3 terms in there. Again, the negative here, all 3 terms. In this next question, you'll have more work to do. You'd have to distribute the negative throughout those parentheses and then distribute the negative throughout those. Notice that the first one, there's a plus out front, so even though there's nothing written, it's assumed a plus, and those never change. Hopefully this helps out with your homework, and sorry it was not in the notes. Hopefully this should help you with these types of questions. This ends Lesson 4.3 Homework Help.